Are we good now?
We are good. Go
Okay.
ahead.
All right. My name is Lisa, better known as WaxyCat. I am a director from California, and that's about all there is about me.
I am Cassie Bollinger. I am head of team hashtag no limits, y'all. I've been in Scentsy for 4 years. Take it away, Robin.
Okay, well, I'm Robin Hatfield. I am a star director in Missouri, and I've been with Scentsy almost 8 years. And I've actually presented in front of Carol at World Tour in Nebraska. And one of my Scentsy friends is actually underneath, I don't know if directly underneath you, but is somewhere in your downline. So I've heard
really?
lots about you.
Oh,
Yes.
fun.
And so Carol had shared that she was open to training, and I was like, yes, sign us up because I want to learn, I want to continue growing. And so Carol was so gracious to give us no more than an hour of her time so that way we can respect it. And I will actually let her introduce herself because I feel like she'll do a better job at it than me. So Carol, we're going to give you the floor.
Thank you. Can you pass the host back to me? But I'm Carol Bishop Houck. I'm a superstar director with Scentsy. I've been with Scentsy for 19 years, y'all. So I'm a real old soul. All right. But I've got my screen. I'll share my screen with you guys because it's it's got my little bio on there. And so I'm the founder and owner of Global Empire. I'm a speaker. I'm a life coach. I'm a mom to two awesome children. I am the dog mom to Sophie and Gizmo, wife to Dwayne for almost 30 years. And so I am a grandma in all aspects, all the way around. But I will tell you that I super love being with Scentsy. It's literally the best thing ever. And I couldn't imagine anything else on the planet doing anything else. So what we'll be covering today, guys, is we're going to get clear on what you want: mindset and soundtrack, sales and sponsoring made easy, and keeping it real. Then we'll do some question and answers. If you have any questions at the end, be happy to answer those for you. One of my most favorite quotes is that I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. So you guys, we have just gone through like the most craziest few years on the planet. And now, things have changed, but they're still the same. And so what we've got to do is kind of adjust our sails to keep going forward. Okay. So we've got to just do a few little tweaks of things that we've been doing in the past, because posting and hoping people buy is no longer going to work, right? But there is a hint of an element to posting as well and being consistent. So I really would like you guys to get clear on what you want. So what we attract, what we think about, we attract, right? So if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So if you think you can, have great sales and do awesome things, you're right. And if you think you can't get any business at all, then you're right. And because your brain can't differentiate between the truth and between fiction. And so we can decide right now to make a change or to adjust our sales, because if something hasn't been working for you so well here lately, then it's time to change. If things are working really well, I say don't change a thing then, because if it's going well, don't rock the boat. But when you decide that this is a career and not a hobby, your brain shifts and leads you into that direction. So when I first started, I practiced being a consultant for 8 months. I literally just barely did any. I was certified, right? And then I went to convention, my very first one in 2006. And I saw all of these ladies earning awards, saying that they've never done anything like this before. And I was like, oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. I'm like, well, then I can do this business too, right? I had an I can do it moment. And so I left convention and I was like, I'm gonna work this as a business. Because how many of you guys know hobbies just cost you money? There's not a hobby out there that makes you any money, but a business generally makes you money. And so when I changed it into the focus, into the forefront, I came out of convention and August was our first month, and I was going to sell $4,000 and sponsor 4 people. Well, I sold 2,000 and sponsored 2, but I at least made a valiant effort. That was more than I had done in the previous 8 months of being a consultant. So I became a director though in November, 4 months later. So by deciding to buckle down and dig in, I can tell you that you can reach any rank that you want. I mean, maybe not superstar director in 4 months, but definitely director, definitely any lead star, superstar consultant. It's all possible, okay? When you just decide, this is what I want, and I'm throwing everything at it. And so everything is energy. So what kind of energy are you showing? Okay, if I showed up here tonight and I was like, okay, guys, we're going to get clear on what we want. Like you would tune out, you wouldn't be paying attention to me. But if I'm all over the place, not all over the place, but I am a hot mess. I am I'm, you know, like a wild hot mess. But if I just, by having energy, by exuding passion and excitement, you're going to pay attention. And your people who are following you and watching you on social media are going to pay attention. So think about, how do I show up every day on social media, in real life? Like, and if you meet me in person, I am the same person in real life as on social media. You don't get two different versions of me. That is not something that happens, right? And so, but we all have soundtracks that are constantly playing in our head. And I'm going to go over that in just a minute. You're going to love it, I think. But there is plenty of business for everybody. And please stop comparing yourself to someone else. You cannot compare your journey at like 4 years to my journey at 19. You're on chapter 4 and I'm on chapter 19. There's no comparison. You also just stop being like other people, because there's only you. Like, you are an original, right? Okay, so people don't buy for logical reasons. We have to remember they buy for emotional reasons. So we have to keep thinking emotionally when we're talking to people, like, how can I touch them? How can I make them feel something? So are you overthinking everything? If you're an overthinker, raise your hand. I know that I am. I overthink things quite a bit. And actually, funny thing is, like 95% of people are overthinkers. Starting is fun, but the future belongs to the finishers. Everybody can start this business. It's so easy to get in and it's so easy to leave, right? But few people finish. Few people reach that finish line and get to the top of the company. And so just know that you can do this, right? And oh, that was funny, my door is shut. Overthinking is when what you think gets in the way of what you want, and it steals your time, it steals your creativity and productivity. So guys, everything is a thing and everything is important. And so, but sometimes we put too much emphasis on things that aren't important, right? And a soundtrack is a repetitive thought that plays over and over for you in your head. Some people call them thoughts, songs, itty bitty sticky committee, those little voices in your head. So your thoughts are a personal soundtrack to your life. So if you change the soundtrack, you can completely change the meaning and the direction that you're going. So let me give you an example. You have a beautiful white house that is with a big, huge house with a white picket fence, right? If there's a beautiful melody and it's like sunshiny and happy, this is going to be a beautiful romantic show, right? But if there's a creepy, scary music playing, that house has now become a death house, and you're probably going to die if you walk inside, right? So that's what happens inside of our head, is that we replace good soundtracks with bad ones, right? We think we're not good enough. We think all these things. So when you can change the soundtrack, you can completely change. So some of you guys may be thinking, I just can't do this. This isn't working out for me, whatever. So what soundtracks are constantly playing for you or against you? So if you have your pen, I want you guys to write down, what is the loudest soundtrack playing for you right now? If it's, I can't recruit, I can't get any parties, I suck at this business, I can't make this work, I'm not getting anywhere, my team members aren't working, my customers aren't buying, everyone hates me, I'm not good enough. Those are just some examples. I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but I will tell you that every single one of those have ran through my head at one time or another in 19 years. So I am not oblivious to this. This has actually happened to me. Okay. So has everybody got it written down? We're good. Okay. So what are we going to do? We got to rewrite, replace, and repeat. So there's very great way to change these soundtracks. Great thoughts lead to great actions, and great actions lead to great results. Everything starts with thoughts. So want to change your results, you got to change your thoughts first. So we're going to flip your soundtrack and rewrite it now into the positive. So if it's I can't get parties, now you're going to be like, I book parties every week, or I book parties daily, or parties come easily to me all the time. Whatever, flip it to the positive. And then you're going to repeat your positive soundtracks, looking for the positive things. Because when you look for positive things, it makes them so much easier to find. And good days start with good thoughts. So I would love for you to say your positive every day. I like to say it in the morning when I get up out of bed. I pick some kind of thought for every week of, pardon me. I write down one good thought every week, and I say it every morning before I get out of bed. It's whatever, because you're going to fix one soundtrack and then another one is going to come up and another one's going to pop up. So you're not going to eliminate all the soundtracks. And I will tell you that probably 80% of your soundtracks are subconscious. You're not even aware that you are thinking these thoughts that are setting you back. And so once you correct one, another new one will pop up and you'll become aware of it. So every week, I'm not saying you got to change everything. I'm just saying you just change one thing at a time and you work on that one thing, because we just need to be a little bit better than we were yesterday, and a little bit better than we were the day before, and a little bit better than last week. Because if you try to change so many things and do lots of things, you'll never do them. What happens? Analysis paralysis, right? You're like, screw it. This is too much work. I'm going to go binge Bridgerton and call it good, right? So I'm not going to do anything. Okay. So the elevator to health, happiness, and success is out of order. You have to use the stairs, and you have to take them one step at a time. So there's that one thing, just fix one thing. And I will say the mindset is the most important thing for you guys to change right away, and to work on every single time. So we've got to do a mindset shift. And my mindset shift was being an online entrepreneur is the best way to set yourself up for long-term success. I started saying that to myself all the time, because it is. Like, where else can you reach people all across the world and sit in the comfort of your own home, or wherever you have Wi-Fi and a phone, right? You can go and work anywhere that you want. It is the best, the most flexible time, money making opportunity. So just know that you're in the right place. Comfort is the enemy of purpose and innovation. So we have to get uncomfortable. A lot of us have been comfortable in our pajamas far too long, and we need to get out there and start doing more stuff, right? And we have to be stronger than any distraction. So the world is literally trying to distract us. All the pings in your phone, your social media, your emails. I mean, look at how often is Target and Bath and Body Works trying to get your attention every day. Shoe Carnival, every day they want your attention. Okay. So be stronger than any distraction. And you have to become the type of person who attracts success, or you won't succeed. But you can become a magnet for things, because when that's what you're focused on, you attract what you think about. And you run the show, guys. Nobody else is going to do it. Stop waiting for Scentsy to come up with something. Stop waiting for your upline to do something. It's you. You are the one that can change. Did you know one person can change the whole trajectory of a company with enough will and enough, gumption? And so that could be you. So stop waiting for other people to come up with things. Every day you have to open the door to your business, which usually includes talking to a lot of people. You can hire out busy tasks like making samples and stickering things and doing mailers, but the thing that can't be replaced is you. And you speaking to your customers and to host coaching and holding parties and going to people's houses, no one can replace that. That cannot be replaced. And then work from a schedule. Hold yourself accountable. You'll get mine today as a free gift. I have it at the end. Learn and adapt, right? Throw spaghetti at the wall, see what sticks with your customers and team. You guys, learning and doing is the only way forward to creating a new reality for yourself. Action is the key to getting unstuck. And here's the big thing. You have to suck until you just suck less, because we all suck. Okay. We do not do, if you did something perfectly, the first time you did it, then, you know, you would be a unicorn. That is just does not happen. So just keep sucking until you suck less. Because I was really sucky. I was a bad consultant for the first 8 months I was in this company. I mean, I was awful. And so don't worry about that. And guys, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. Okay. So you have to work in order for it to have success. Okay, so here's some tips for moving forward. Am I going up? Are we doing okay? I'm not going too fast or anything. We're all good. All right, good. Everyone's wearing a sign that says, make me feel special, you guys. So by creating relationships and starting conversations, that's how you're going to take your business to the next level. We are in the relationship business and we have to have conversations. So how many of you are starting new conversations every single day with new people that you've never met before? No. Okay, that's what we're going to do. That's first thing on your list, you guys. Tomorrow or tonight, you're going to reach out to 5 new people. Try for 5 every single day. 5 new people every day. Or follow up with 5 people that you haven't talked to since high school. Or that's literally just go through your friends list and figure out, how do you know these people on Facebook? I mean, I have like 6,000 followers on Facebook. It takes me a long time to go through them. I have almost 5,000 friends, which is why I had to switch to the follow thing, because I'm like, almost out of friends, because they have a limit, right? You know, so it's like, I can't go, it takes me a year to go through everyone. And I go through to 5 to 25 people every single day, trying to figure out, are they with Scentsy, or how do I know these people elsewhere? But the key to starting a conversation is compliment them on something, then have the conversation and then connect. If you're in person, compliment them on something, start a conversation while you're standing in line for your groceries, and then say, hey, can we connect on social media, and give them your phone, right? Follow up with past and current customers. How many of you are following up with your customers on a regular basis? Yay, good. Yay. And if you're not, that's okay, because we're going to start following up too. And there are just so easy ways to follow up with your customers. How are you loving your product? What are you low on that I can help you replace? Do you need any wax or bulbs? And the one thing I forgot, and I keep forgetting to fix it, is if you haven't followed up with somebody in a really long time, if you sold them a warmer, you can message them and just say, hey, I just want to check and make sure your warmer's still working. Did you know we have a lifetime warranty on it? That's it. Super easy to follow up with somebody that you haven't followed up with in years. Such a nice way. And then be like, is your warmer still working? Do you need any replacement bulbs? How's your wax, right? And then I'm excited to share something new with you. And I share this new, the new summer collection, right? That's totally going to sell out because it's so freaking good. Oh my gosh. It's so good. When I want to share the opportunity as a consultant, I get money back on my purchases. Would you be interested in learning more? Who do you know this would be great for? If they say no, then ask for the referral, guys. They know somebody. Everyone knows somebody. One person can lead you to 250 new people. Gosh, I don't know why my nose is itching so bad. Somebody's talking about me. That's it. Somebody's talking about you, right? When your nose itches. I don't know. And then I love to say, I'm currently building in your area. Do you know anyone who would be interested in sharing Scentsy with their friends and family? I don't care what area you're building in it, right? We are in, I'll tell you, world tour. I was so surprised are we in 14 countries? Is that what they told us? Was that in the, was it 14? And I was like, wait, I thought we were only in 11. So I've been missing 3 countries now because obviously I wasn't paying attention. So when they did the trivia question, I was completely floored. I was like, I got to start working in those 3 countries then. Sheesh. Okay. So, the 3 C's, guys: confident, conviction, and closing. Knowledge is power. So always stay learning, becoming obsessed with educating yourself. This is the only business where you get paid to learn. It is on the job training. You get paid to go to a party. You get paid to host coach, you get paid to do all of these things. You get paid to train your team members. That's what your leadership bonus is for. So you guys, the more you know, the more confident you are. The more confidence you have, the more conviction. The more conviction, it's easier to close. If you have somebody who's going to hem-haw with you and be like, well, think you'd really like this product, you know, they're not going to buy from you. But if you're like, you need this summer collection, it is amazing. It smells like this. It smells like summer and sex. No, I'm just kidding. Probably not this, not this, but it smells like summer. It smells like a drink. It's like sex on the beach. Let's go. You know, like these, whatever. You're going to be like, take my money. I want that, right? It's totally different for you. Okay. So when you believe it, then you'll see it. And if you don't believe it, or if you don't have a great story to share yet, because you haven't had, maybe you're new and you haven't had any success, you can be like, I'm on my way building a life I love. I'm right where I need to be, learning what I need to learn to grow. Because you guys, the FTC is coming down hard on people who are talking about money and lifestyle. And like, there's a huge shift coming, and they're real ticked that they lost to that other company. And so you've got to just start talking about not lifestyle, not money, but like, what do you get out of it? You know, like, what does this give you? You build a life you love. That's very hard to be like a money claim and stuff, right? I have a life I love, because your love could be different than my love. But so many of us are also possibly burnt out from the last few years, working really hard and going. And so I would love for you guys to create a life that you don't need a vacation from, because that's what I've done over these last year, is really created a life that I can work every day. Doesn't matter to me. I love what I do. I could be on vacation and I'd still work a couple hours a day, because it's just fun for me. It's not something I have to do. It's something I want to do. And so if you guys have your pen and paper, write down your ideal life. What would you like to do every day? And especially if you work another job, obviously, you know, what time would you like to get up? What would you like to do with your day? What time would you like to finish work? When would you like to have dinner with your family? Like, literally map this out, because then, you know, when times get tough, this is what I'm working towards. I'm working towards this ideal life that I deserve, because you deserve. You don't deserve to settle. You don't deserve to live your life working for someone else. Okay. Offer value every day. You got to tell people what's in it for them. I'll tell you right now, they don't give two shits about the ingredients that are in our product. They want to know, what does this do for me? What problem does it solve? Show them the value, not the price. People will buy the $250 air purifier when you show them the value of, it's going to clean your air, it's going to make your house smell great, all at the same time. You're not going to be breathing in all that stuff. Your allergies will be less. They're going to be like, take my money, right? Take my money. Show them how to use our products. And again, what problems do we solve? Show them how our company can help them reach their goals. Teach your customers when and how to use our products and when to change their wax. We do Wax Wednesday and Smelly Sunday, right? We tell customers, change your wax twice a week. I don't want 2 cubes lasting a month in your warmer, because it doesn't. It's 2 days. 2 cubes is 2 days, guys. That's all you get. 3 cubes, 3 days. 4 cubes, 4 days. That's it. That's what I teach my customers. We're a $6 bar of wax. It's not going to last you a month. I'm sorry. It's going to last you a week. Go live unboxing your products every time an order arrives. And if you're new, or if you don't have any orders coming in because your business is really slow, save a box and just throw whatever stuff you have at your house inside and pull it out and tell them you just got it. Nobody cares. They're not even going to know the difference. Okay. Some people even save all their empties from the month and then just show people what they use at the end of the month. And I was like, well, that's kind of genius. And then I also think, who wants to see that? But then people do want to see that. Who am I to judge? Right. And then pack your calendar with in-person events and Facebook parties, y'all. We are back in business. We are home partying it up. People are having people over. A lot of people are doing craft nights, bingo nights, doing some kind of make and take along with a party. So they have like a dual purpose kind of thing. And hosts are your best new team members. So offer that opportunity to everybody, and keep doing that. Don't ever stop. Social media, guys, is free marketing. So instead of consuming and being lost in the scroll hole, be the person creating the content and offering the value. Fit your business every day: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I know some of the most successful people are on all 3 platforms. I just say, if you're not good at all three, stick to one and then add another one and then add another one, right? As you master them. I do a lot on Instagram and Facebook. TikTok hates me. I've been working on it, but man, that thing is tough. It's fine though. It's fine. Choose your passions, create your brand. This can change as you change, but 80% of your content needs to make people love, laugh, or learn. Okay. So funny makes me money. So that's why I do funny every day, right? Funny is what brings people to my page. 20% needs to be Scentsy. And show up every day, regardless of likes. Self-motivation is the key. We're not taking the easy way out here, guys. This can be hard in the beginning, but once you create a system of posting, it becomes much easier. And then go live as often as once per day. Some people are going live more than once a day, but go at least once a day. That people who are really growing are going live, like on Facebook or Instagram or even TikTok, once you reach a certain amount of followers. I'm never going to get there. No, I'm just kidding. That's my story. That's one of those, soundtracks playing. I gotta quit it. But in real life, TikTok hates me. I just can't get out. I'm in the 250 view club, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, real, guys. We got to keep our business real. That means relationships, encourage authentic and legacy. So relationships, cultivate good relationships. Nope, guys, nobody creates success alone. So lean on each other when you're having tough times. Reach out to your upline, reach out to your crossline. Everyone in this group, these are the people you want to go to if you're having a hard time or you need a pick me up, right? You are the sum of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. So make sure that you are surrounding yourself with really great people. And if sometimes we got to cut the duds, and the duds are close to us. They're like our family, and it sucks. But I literally had to unfollow my husband on Facebook because he just posts trash and crap. I hate watching. So you know what? It's fine. I mean, I still live with him and I sleep with him, but I don't follow him anymore on Facebook. I'm done. Right? I don't want to see what you put. I don't like to see your stuff. So that was just a boundary I had to create. Okay, encourage. Everyone needs encouragement and to be encouraged. So just know that it's okay that if you want some encouragement, because everyone needs it. And really, guys, don't be afraid to encourage yourself. Talk to yourself instead of listening to those, soundtracks and all those itty bitty voices that are happening in your head. Just encourage yourself, being like, I got this. I'm going to do today. Today's going to be great. Just talk to yourself out loud. Who cares? Nobody's going to think you're crazy. And if they do, it's none of your business. Okay. It's none of their business if they think you're crazy. And then be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Just be the original. It's worth more than a replica. And not everyone will love your authentic self, because Lord knows there's a lot of people that don't like me, and that's okay. They are not my people, and they are not your people. Authentic friends will love you the way you are, and you will attract the people that resonate with you. I'm learning that as I go along, is that people do, the people who like me find me, and the people that don't, they unfollow, unsubscribe, whatever. Bye-bye. See you later, because the tribe will find me. And then legacy. What kind of legacy do you want to leave? So they had a bunch of 95-year-olds that they polled and said, what do you wish you had done more of? And they all said they wished they had more time and wish they had seen more sunsets. But a lot of them said they wish they had a legacy, and not the kind of legacy that like their names on a building or anything. It was that they left a legacy inside someone else. So what do you want to be known for? I know that I want to be known for impacting a lot of lives and helping a lot of people do whatever they want to do in their business or create whatever life that they want to create, and know that they are strong and powerful and beautiful just the way they are. And so that's what I want to be known for. And that's what I'm hoping will happen, that I will keep doing, and then I brighten people's day, right? Okay, here are some book recommendations. You're welcome to screenshot this or take a picture. These are 10 books that I absolutely love, that I think are a phenomenal read. And you guys, personal development is huge, and you need to read or listen to podcasts or watch videos every single day to fill your brain with good stuff. But I encourage you not to just listen. I encourage you to actually read, because it creates a different groove in the brain and a different memory slot. So reading is very important in addition to listening. I actually love to, on Kindle, I like to read the book and play the audio while I'm walking on the treadmill, and it'll tell me where I'm at, like it highlights the things. And so I feel like someone's reading to me and I feel a little upperty class while I'm walking on the treadmill. So that might be something that you like to do. Read and at the same time. Okay. And then
Carol, hold on. Will you tell everybody to mute real quick? I don't have access to.
yeah,
I'm so sorry.
No.
Or mute all.
I got it. There we
Okay,
go.
thank you.
I think I got it. Sorry about that. I forgot. I was like, oh yeah, it's me that has to mute everybody for the moment. Okay. And then this is my free daily schedule. So if you take a screenshot of this, and then did you know when you push the screenshot, or, you know, take the picture, hold down the QR code on the screenshot, and it'll take you to the link. So screenshot that, and then feel free to follow me on social media, all the platforms if you'd like. TikTok could use a lot of help. Just kidding. If you're on the tickety talk, feel free to. No matter what, I've tried recipes, I've tried funnies over there, nothing works. So I was like, oh my gosh, you're killing me. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing if everybody got a screenshot of that. And then we can have question and answer. I know I kind of breezed through that quick. I'm gonna pass the host back to you. And
that was absolutely amazing, Carol. I have like 3 pages of notes. There's not anything in the chat. Maybe I think that everybody was paying attention that there was no times for questions in the chat. But I absolutely, I just page after page, it was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. I know I have questions, but it's one of those I'm probably going to rewatch and look
and then ask questions.
And
that's okay. If anybody has something off the top of their head, feel free to let me know. I did go, I don't think I went that fast. I like to just, let me tell you what happened. I watched this. It was an 1 and 10-minute video for this gal to give her 10 tips on being successful in business. And so I went live on my team page and I was like, you guys, I took one for the team and I watched an 1 and 10-minute training for 10 tips, and I'm going to give them to you right now. And I gave them in less than 10 minutes. And so I was like, I can condense an hour of your time into 10 minutes because I can pack a wallop in a real short time, because you guys, our time is valuable, and we're just not serving by drawing things out, and I don't sugarcoat nothing either. So Lisa says nothing works for me on TikTok either. Yeah, I'm at a loss. I don't know how some of these people are doing it.
Hey,
so I love Carol as much as I love cats. Like, Carol is my new cat.
Yes. Oh my gosh, thank you.
She is our cat lady, and she is oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Well, just kidding. Thanks. Oh my gosh. Well, if there anybody, you can ask me anything too. It doesn't matter if it's not Scentsy related or whatever, or not about this talk. If you have.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Oh, how many hours would you say do you work your business a day?
So diligently, I work 4 to 6 hours probably a day. Diligently 5 days a week. I try to take weekends off. Like here's an example. I've done a Zoom every night this week. So that is extra kind of, but I have, like, tomorrow I have to leave. We have basketball tournaments tomorrow and Friday. So, I'm literally not working tomorrow and Friday. So, I will probably work a little bit this weekend, because I had to take 2 days off, but I'm very structured. I'm very organized. And I would say a lot of my stuff can be done that I work and that I do in 2 to 4 hours, probably every day. And so I can teach people how to work at part-time hours, but yet make a full-time job. You know what I mean? Like, And so if people also have a full-time job, I'm like, if you can give me 2 hours a day, I can help you build a side business that's really good. Right. So even at a full-time job.
Okay, I have a question. So
Yeah.
when you said to reach out to 5 new people every day,
Yeah.
okay, so how exactly are you doing that without like cold messaging and being icky?
So when I reach out to people, I'm in different groups that I have a common thread with, right? So
Okay.
I am in like strongman groups and workout groups, and then I also have friends that are people that follow me from some of my reels and stuff. So I always reach out and thank people for following me. I try to start a conversation. I stalk people's pages so I can find something to compliment them about. So I am in an essence cold messaging, but I'm trying to just be a nice human, or I'll send somebody a inspirational quote and say, hey, I saw this and thought of you. And so I always come at it with giving them value. I don't try to sell off the bat. I just try to create a friendship. Hey, I noticed you live here. I'm going to actually visit there soon. Do you have any tips or recommendations? So always asking questions. That's how you can not be spammy, but it's actually very simple to reach out to new people. And if you just focus on them, or getting, asking questions and getting, picking their brains and that kind of stuff. So, and then eventually the people will be like, well, what do you do? And I'll be like, oh, well, I make people's houses smell good, and stuff. Or they'll start following me, right? And then they'll just see it in my stories, because I post in my stories a lot, and I try to, I sell in my stories, I sell in the DM. People will message me saying, oh my gosh, I want that, or they'll see the reel that I put up and they're like, oh, I want that. And I've only had a few people that are like ghost me, and that's fine. You can just reply back and just say, hey, I just want to make sure you saw this, or just say, hi, happy Tuesday, just to kind of bump it back up. Because also I think if people ghost you, they got busy, they forgot to respond, just like I did to you, right? I was supposed to send you a bio, and then I'm like, crap, I wrote it out, part of it, right? It was sitting there, but I never hit send. And so sometimes it's just, bumping that conversation back up, being like, hey, how are you? And especially if they bought from me, they get an email every week, they get texts every week from me, they get, and then I also realized that a lot of the time I was only contacting my customers when there was a flash sale, or trying to sell them. So the other day I just literally went through each person and just said, hey, you were just put on my heart today to reach out to. And I sent them a quote that just said, even if nobody tells you you're awesome today, you are, something like that. So I just sent them an inspirational quote, and a bunch of them were like, oh my God, this came at the best time. This was perfect. Like, you have no idea the kind of crappy day I've been having. And so it just made me feel so good, because I didn't go at it for a sale. Some people did respond back, oh, I need to get some wax. And I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. I just kind of played it off as like, okay, yeah, sure. Just let me know whenever you're ready. I'm happy to help. But, that wasn't the intention for me sending that. My intention was to make them feel good. And so I think if you come at that, every person that you message is your intent to just make them feel good and be, I don't know if you're spiritual, if you believe in God, but like, just reach out a hand and just be like, how are you? Because I'll tell you, we are the most disconnected, connected society on this planet right now. They're connected online, but they're not connected here in the heart and with other people. And so just by you reaching out, you could literally brighten someone's day. So don't ever be afraid to reach out or think, because if you're afraid you're going to be spammy, or, like you don't want to be, I'll tell you, you won't be, because that you don't want to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that actually helps a lot, because I think with me, my connection would be with my depression and how I've been able to change my mindset, and I'm much more happy. So if I could help somebody else do that just by giving them an inspirational quote, or just saying, hey, like, how are you, or whatever,
Those are also
Um,
reels that you could start doing too, talking about your depression to connect with people.
I've gotten much better with the reels
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. I mean, or just, you know, if a thought pops in your head, just record it and then you can upload it later, right?
Yeah.
I have like 5,400 videos on my phone and like 50,000 pictures. I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to get a bigger phone. But you know, I have so much stuff because I have just started thinking that would be good for later. That would be good for later. So I'm like recording stuff and taking pictures, and I steal people's pictures, or they'll put up a really pretty like all these people that were just in Hawaii. I was like snapshot, you know, like screenshotting all their pictures because I was like, I'm gonna
I
use
had
it later.
FOMO. I will never not earn an incentive again.